Being able to use your Android smartphone as a hotspot is quite a useful and handy feature in a number of scenarios. I'll walk you through how to do it. To set up your hotspot, you're going to your phone settings first. Scroll down, look for settings, and here you are. And then under network and internet, this phone is running Android 16. If you have an older version, maybe by a few years, the locations may differ, but it can be difficult to find. You can just type hotspot into the search settings and that should help you find it faster. So we're tapping network and internet. And then if you look down here, you see hotspot and tethering. And we step in there. You can enable it by just tapping on this. But there are a number of things you have to sort out first. So tap here to go into the settings. Give it a name so that you can recognize it when you need to connect to it. Then you have to choose what type of security you are assigning to your hotspot. You can select none, in which case anybody can connect to your hotspot without needing a password. If that's okay by you, go ahead. WPA2 Personal is an older security protocol for Wi-Fi hotspots. It's more prone to vulnerabilities and to hacking, whether someone knows your password or not. WPA3 is the latest, the most advanced security protocol for your Wi-Fi hotspot at this time. The problem is that WPA3 may not be compatible with all available devices right now. So there is a middle ground, WPA2/WPA3. That's a middle ground between WPA2 and WPA3. And what it does is that it provides the advanced security of WPA3, but also allows your device to fall back to WPA2, where devices connecting are unable to support WPA3. So I'd say, unless you're absolutely sure that all your devices are recent and have the latest protocols and all that, I'd say go for WPA2/WPA3 Personal. Now, all these three require a password for your Wi-Fi hotspot. So only people who have a password or who have your password can connect to it. Then you go back. The next thing to set is your hotspot password. Now you need at least 8 characters, a mixture of numbers and alphabetical characters. Pick whatever you want. I have used this XXX only for demonstration purposes. This is not my password. Try it at your own risk. Now, it's a nice feature to be able to set the hotspot to turn off automatically when no devices are connected. Usually after 5 minutes or 10 minutes and nothing is connected, it will turn off. That way it saves your phone's battery, because when you have your hotspot on, your phone actually consumes much more battery than normal. Next, we're coming to speed and compatibility. Now, this has to do with the frequency that your hotspot functions on, and this affects the connection speed. 2.4 gigahertz is highly compatible with most devices, but gives slower speeds. 5 gigahertz is a newer frequency, and while it gives faster speeds and is compatible with many devices, but there are limitations. If your device, a device you are trying to connect to, is much older, an older laptop, an older smartphone, an older tablet, you might have connection issues. So for the widest compatibility, go for 2.4 gigahertz. I have 5 gigahertz set here because I'm not looking for the widest compatibility. As a matter of fact, the fewer people who are able to connect to my personal hotspot here, the better. Thank you. Now, that done, you've selected your preferred frequency, and you can come back and change it anytime. If you select 5 gigahertz and you are experiencing compatibility issues with your laptop, with devices connecting, you can come back here. Pretty much every setting that I'm walking you through can be changed later whenever you want. So nothing to fear. Go back, and then you have to determine the maximum number of connections, maximum number of devices that can connect at the same time. My phone gives me up to 16, and I've never connected up to 16 anyway. Maybe I should just limit it to 4. I mean, why am I allowing up to 15 people to connect? So that's it. Everything has been set up. You've given your hotspot a name. You've set the security. You've given it a password, and whatever you've chosen here is fine. You've set a speed and compatibility. You've decided how many devices get connected. Now you can turn it on. All you have to do here to turn it on is tap that, and your hotspot is on. Take note that you can share your hotspot credentials using a QR code. Just take the device you want to share with and scan this code, and it sets up the right settings on that device and connects automatically. It's a nifty feature that you might find useful someday. But so the hotspot is on, and here is the icon, this radiating icon here. That's the hotspot icon. Also, note that you can use your drop-down menu to turn it on and off. Here is the icon, off, on. If you check in this menu and you can't find it, you can always edit it or modify it to fix it there. You tap on that edit button and you go to the list of available icons and shortcuts. You select it, it gets moved here, and then you come back and then you can find it and enable and disable anytime that you want easily. A shortcut here is a superb usability win. That's how it works. You set it up once, and then all you need to do, you don't have to go into your settings every time you need to use it. You just need to come, swipe down your shortcut drawer, tap it on and off as needed. Note that it's using your mobile data. Of course, you should know that. It's using your cellular data or your mobile data. If you are sharing it with a device that's doing heavy downloads or software updates, you have to keep your eyes on your data consumption. Otherwise, you burn through your data bundle quickly and wonder what happened. Let me know if you have any further questions about how to use your hotspot on Android. I hope this video has been helpful to you. Thank you for watching. Do like it. Tap on the follow button below to follow my channel. Turn on your notifications. I look forward to seeing you around again.